When you think of Catholic history, the first place that comes to mind is the Vatican in Rome, Italy. You might also think about famous pilgrimages to shrines in Europe or Latin America, or of ancient European figures like St. Thomas Aquinas, who lived in the 13th century. But an important person in Roman Catholic culture lies just outside your doorstep in a crypt in Loretto, Pennsylvania. Born in the Netherlands to a noble Russian family in 1770, Prince Demetrius Gallitzin, or the Apostle of the Alleghenies, was by all means someone expected to live the life of a Russian noble. His father's employer was Catherine the Great, and his childhood was astute and full of luxury. But following his mother's footsteps at age 17, Prince Gallitzin converted to Catholicism, a decision that changed the course of his life. His story in America started at age 22, when his mother sent him to the New World to protect him from the fallout of the French Revolution. The trip was meant to be temporary, but became permanent in 1795, according to Penn State instructor Jared Frederick.
He came to America, he joined the Catholic priesthood, and he was sent to these far reaches of west central Pennsylvania, where he eventually set up at a settlement that was known as McGuires Settlement.
That settlement, placed in what is now Loretto, was considered a Catholic refuge. It was one of the first settlements in Cambria County. It was also where Prince Gallitzin started his life's work as a Catholic missionary. There, he built a chapel named St. Michael the Archangel, and he became one of the most sought-after priests in the western Alleghenies. But becoming a Catholic priest was a huge sacrifice for the Russian prince. It meant leaving all the comforts of his old life behind forever, to live a simple life of poverty on the frontier.
For these reasons and more, Demetrius Gallitzin was and continues to be celebrated.
Prince Gallitzin spent the rest of his days in this remote area of the state. He died in 1840 as an icon to this community and to the Catholic religion. In 1900, Pittsburgh magnate Charles Schwab built this extravagant crypt to commemorate his sacrifice. Gallitzins Crypt, located underneath his statue at the Chapel of St. Michael the Archangel in Loretto, is now covered in letters, handwritten prayers from visitors over the years. But the last 15 years are perhaps the most significant since his death, as his advocates have been fighting for him to achieve sainthood with the Vatican. While this remote area of Pennsylvania is full of surprising things to learn, those wanting to see something especially unique ought to stop by Prince Gallitzin's Crypt.